BTS News Today. A CCTV footage leaked to the public this morning shook the entire BTS fan community around the world. In the about 1-minute recording, BTS's Jimin with calm steps but heavy eyes entered the military area alone without being accompanied by anyone from the other BTS members. More surprisingly, there was no sign of the presence of Jungkook, who had been known to be very close to him, either as a groupmate or an almost inseparable friend. Where was Jungkook when Jimin lived this important moment? Why is it not visible at all? The world wonders. The footage appeared suddenly on a South Korean community forum, then quickly spread to global platforms such as Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Fans from different countries instantly flooded the comments with bewilderment, concern, and even anger. Not a few of them find it strange to see a Jimin, who is usually surrounded by warmth and support from BTS members, now looks so alone and lonely in the middle of his first steps to enlist in the army. Jimin was dressed in full military uniform, with a hat covering part of his face, but his solitary expression was so striking. There was no smile, no wave of the hand, no gesture to the camera as idols usually do when enlisting in the military. Only a sharp look straight ahead and a deep breath seemed to hold back the unexpressed feelings. A black van drove him to the gate, but no one could be seen coming down with him. There are no other members. No Jungkook. The question resonated around the world. Where is Jungkook? Over the years, the relationship between Jimin and Jungkook has been in the spotlight of fans. Many describe their closeness as something that goes beyond the word ordinary friendship. In various moments, the two are seen taking care of each other, supporting, and even comforting each other amid the pressure of the brutal entertainment world. Thus, Jungkook's absence at such a crucial moment feels like bitter irony and leads to wild speculation among the army. Some fans speculated that Jungkook might not be allowed to attend due to military reasons. However, others question that because we have previously seen other members escort and reinforce each other when each is drafted into the army. Jin is escorted by all the members, J-Hope gets a warm hug, and so does Suga. Therefore, Jungkook's absence this time is a mystery that cannot be ignored. Others raised the possibility that Jungkook was in poor health or even undergoing advanced military training at a different location, so he could not accompany Jimin directly. However, not a few suspected that something had happened between the two that made their relationship strained. A speculation that added a layer of drama and emotion to the CCTV show. Korean media began contacting big hit music representatives for clarification. But as of this writing, there has been no official response from the agency. This situation further provoked a reaction from fans. Hashtags such as hashtag Where is Jungkook, hashtag Protect Jimin, and hashtag We Need Answers began to occupy trending topics in various countries, including Korea, Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia, Brazil, and the United States. In less than an hour since the video went viral, more than 5 million tweets have been posted on the same topic. Where is Jungkook? Meanwhile, the army began to investigate more deeply and found that on the same day, Jungkook had not been seen in any reports of military activity. There is no official documentation or posts from anyone indicating its existence. This, of course, adds to the anxiety in the midst of a public thirsty for certainty that a fan from the UK, who has followed BTS since 2013, wrote on the community platform, "Seeing Jimin walking alone like that, it really broke my heart. Where's Jungkook? They're always together. This doesn't make any sense." Meanwhile, an Army Korea commented, "Even if they can't be together because of military duty, there must be a message, a hug, or a minimum of a letter. But this, it feels so cold." Tensions escalated when a rumor surfaced from one of the anonymous accounts on X, formerly Twitter, claiming that Jungkook was actually quite close to Jimin's registration location, but chose not to appear due to personal reasons. There is no confirmation of this claim, but the rumors are enough to make the atmosphere even hotter. The military was also in the spotlight. Some have questioned whether there is a new rule that prevents the presence of relatives or friends when someone registers. But based on previous cases, including Jin, J-Hope, and Suga, there is no policy that explicitly prohibits it. Therefore, the logical reason behind Jungkook's absence is still a big question mark. Not only fans, a number of public figures also reacted. A popular Korean host revealed on his radio show this morning, "I saw the video. As a Korean and also as a BTS fan, I feel very sad. It's not just about celebrities going into the military. It's about someone who used to be shrouded in love now appearing alone. And Jungkook? We all want to know where he is." Shortly after this furor broke out, there was also an unofficial statement from a former staff member who had worked for BTS in the past. In a post on Instagram, she wrote, "There are things that probably won't be explained to the public. But trust me, the love and support between the members never dies. What you see today is not necessarily the whole story." These words seem to hint that behind the silent recording, there is another, more complex and deep story. While the world kept guessing, the army began sending support for Jimin through various platforms. Thousands of letters, virtual bouquets, and congratulations traveled the state. Duty flooded the hashtag proud of you Jimin. On the other hand, not a few hope that Jungkook will soon appear and provide an explanation, or at least send a signal that he still supports his friend from a distance. That day became one of the most emotional days in the history of BTS fandom. Not because of a grand concert, not because of the release of a new album, but because of one little moment captured by a CCTV camera. One that shows a man walking alone, still and strong, towards his duty for his country. And behind that, there was a void left by someone who had always walked beside him. Time will answer all questions. Was Jungkook absent for work? Or is there a wound that has not yet had time to be repaired between them? Or is this a silent form of support from a friend who is too emotional to show himself? To be sure, this CCTV footage has left a deep emotional imprint in the hearts of BTS fans around the world. And until the truth is revealed, the world will continue to ask, Jimin entered the military alone. But Jungkook, where were you? We will keep abreast of this news and update it as soon as there is an official statement. For now, we can only stare at the video and try to understand how deep the silence that enveloped Jimin's steps that day was.